Hey yo, what is up everybody, it's me Yo-Yo Gaming, and today my friends, in this video I'll be teaching guys how to make some good as looking thumbnails. The thumbnails that look a little professional, because I've seen a lot of you guys making thumbnails that look a little flat, and you can say they don't look like they actually pack a punch, and because of that you get lower views on your video. So without any further ado my friends, let's get into the video. So guys, I make my thumbnails from my mobile only, and because of the fact that I make them from my mobile, I get this question a lot, that which applications I use to make my thumbnails. So today I'll tell you guys that I use only two applications to make my thumbnails, and those two applications are Pixlr and Fonto. So I'll tell you guys that these two applications are really good to make your thumbnail, and you can make some really good looking thumbnails out of these two apps. You just have to switch between the apps, and I'll tell you guys in this video that how you can do that, how you can just turn your basic looking thumbnail like this, and by adding some PNG files like this here and two more PNG files with the title of the game and YouTube Live, I made it look like this over here my friends. And for another example, I have this picture over here. I used the background, some text, and I made it look like this over here my friends. So to start making a new thumbnail, you need to get an idea of what you're gonna make, like the title of the video or the game you're gonna play. Once you have that in your mind, you have to pick a background that is suitable to make the thumbnail. I suggest you guys that you get a background that is not so messy, so that you can have the text that will clear and all that stuff. So here I have a background that is actually a little messy, so I'll tell you guys how to deal with that. First thing you have to do is that you have to crop your background into 16:9 ratio, because that's the ratio of the YouTube thumbnail. And once you're done with that, you have to blur the background a little bit, and you have to just make it a little darker by lowering the exposure, so that you can just have a background that's actually messy but not for the text that you're gonna add in the next step right here. So we're gonna use some PNG files that I have downloaded from Google. Actually I use a lot of PNG files while making my thumbnails, because they make my thumbnail look a lot cleaner. And right here you can see that I have downloaded a PNG file, and what we're gonna use it for is this gonna act as a background image for the text that we're gonna add in the next step in Fonto. And I'm adding this YouTube thumbnail thingy because I have the basic idea of the thumbnail that I'm making right now. So once you have done experimenting in Pixlr, you have to just move to Fonto and add the text, and then we have to come back to the Pixlr for the final touch. So I'm gonna show you guys once I'm done here in Pixlr. I'm gonna just move to Fonto. So once we are done with Pixlr, we are moving to Fonto right now, because we are done with the background image, and now we're gonna add the text. So here is the background image that we just made in Pixlr, and we're gonna add the text in Fonto. My suggestion to you guys is that make the text bigger in size, so that it is visible when someone sees your thumbnail, because the thumbnail generally is smaller in size. And when you have a text that is bigger, that will be easily visible, and accordingly you will get more clicks. Now here I'm adding the text, and Fonto has a lot of options to customize your text with shadows, strokes and curving, so that you can make your text look accordingly, so that you can just add it into the thumbnail. Any kind of thumbnail you're making, you can just make your text whatever you want. I'll leave the link down in the description for some of the fonts that I really love to use in my thumbnails, because they are really clean and they make the thumbnail look a lot professional than all those cheap looking fucking fonts, you know. Now you can see me adding another type of font that I'll be layering above the previous one, so that it gives me a little dynamic feel to the thumbnail, and that's what makes your thumbnail look a lot professional. So here you guys can see that I have the desired positioning of both the fonts that I want, and once I'm done with that, I'll just save the image. It looks like this right now. It looks clean as it is, but we're gonna now move again to Pixlr and added some more PNG files to make it look more dynamic, more clean and more professional. Now what I really like to use in all of my thumbnails are lens flares. You can just download a pack of lens flare from Google, and you can add these to your image, your thumbnail, whatever you want, however you want. There are a lot of colors available, and you can use these to make a little more stuff in your thumbnail so that your thumbnail looks a lot professional when you're done with it. So I'm gonna add 2 lens flares right here. You can add as many as you like, but don't overdo it because then it won't look that good. There's one more thing that I really like to add into my thumbnails, and that is speedy lines. These are also called focusing lines, and you can use these, and this gives your thumbnail a look of focus, or you can say just focusing to the text that you have just added in the previous step. So now as you can see, the thumbnail has started looking a lot cleaner and a lot professional than what it was before adding it again to the Pixlr. We also have filters in Pixlr that you can use to give your thumbnail an overall look so that it looks a lot more dynamic and a lot more cleaner. So you can see I'm just showing you guys some of the filters here to use with your thumbnails, but I'm not going to use any of these right now because it looks clean as it is. And finally we have our thing ready. This is what we had when we moved to Fonto, and now when we are finally done, this is what we get. This is a professional looking thumbnail, a clean thumbnail that you can make in mere minutes. And I hope you guys liked the tutorial on how to make a clean looking thumbnail from your phone, and it was really easy, and I hope you guys liked the video. And if you do make sure to just give me a subscribe, and also check out my previous videos if you haven't. They are really good. I've made some good looking AMVs. So I'll catch you guys in another video. Bye bye.